Okay, we're gonna say the prayer. If you have recitations book copy, we will start on the page number Tibetan, and first we will say in Tibetan 2 times, and afterward we will say in English 1 time. In English, on page number 11, I take refuge in the Guru, I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. From now until my enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And by the merit created in this practice, may I attain the state of Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and causes. May all sentient beings never be separated from joyful bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, feel bias, attachment, and anger. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, Mount Meru, encircled by the four continents, surmounted by the sun and the moon. I visualize this Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy the pure land. Ida Roro Ranamen, Kameya Dayamen.
오야, 저 정말 참 드시리고. 아니 당 정말 못하네. 로만 동이지. 로마 다리 돈지 공자이지.
Warm greeting, Tashi Delik, and good morning, all of you. And we will uh, we will continue uh, keeping our practice. We will continue to keep our practice of the reciting the mantra of Tara or the Tara, and then we will do meditations as well.
진짜다 정말 뭐 봐도 몸여 수지 로마 공진이. 다리 돈지 디 파윤도 니와라 때네 아니 저랑이 링고 좀데 좀 잠만디. 나차도 뭐 상표 용어도 언제 되게 삼로동지.
While we reciting the mantra, Tara mantra, and visualization is very important. We should visualize to all sentient beings, including yourself, for the benefit of all sentient beings.
하버도 무식도
Especially when we think of sentient beings, we especially focus on the disease that currently here, and may this disease go away and the cure bring the cureness for the all sentient beings. Dore so ha dare dare so dare dare so dare dare so dare dare so ha dare dare so dare dare so ha dare dare so dare dare so ha dare dare so dare dare so dare dare so dare dare so
다 대랑 말아서 직당 용지 성진도고 말소서 전전도 지네 봐 샤인 시대자 아니 경우도 좋아하는 소소 남진도 바로가리요 좋아하는 데가 시대 대랑 또 말아서 지 남직 다 뭐지가 냠는지 알고 공부를 말로 오토시기지.
So today, we are not going through the text, the book. Rather, I would like to open this class for you. If you have any questions about the practice that you have been doing, and the results and the questions about your practice, and the so if you have any questions, so you can ask the questions during the discussions, and instead of the going through textbook, I would like to explain about the meditations.
근데 땅가서 땅가는데 용지 냠는지 정거 같이 정말 나랑 싸비 먹인도 가르쳐서 소소 내키지 센들라이나 지 리데와도 셈기바 지 지금 또 동일학도 봐 탈탈 먹이던 거 잠시 공부도 봐 먹이들에서 지내 정기 요아들 다 요발라 차적 거르지 된자다 내키 용사 싸와로 때 가라에 전에 다 띵고 오초 지긴지
So our we attend the class and we practice. We all have a target or the aim for the attending the class or the practicing the Dharma. Of course, we all want the happiness, and how we can gain the happiness, and also as sentient beings, how we can gain the happiness and avoid the suffering. All of us, we all have the very target, and today I would like to talk about how we can what is the cause of the happiness.
됐다 저지 집어넣어 뜻이 맞죠 뜻이 뭐 지시하더니 다 쇼지 냠는 지자 쇼지는 쇼롱데 그 용단 요말 소소도 거기가 들으시
Example, in the Shantideva textbook that said that the most importance of the what is really the practice of the it is the or taking care of your mind. So this is the practice.
진짜 대화도 좀 이런 게 대화를 좀 이제 저 심지 담진 도주 대화도 그러다 대화도 드르다 하마고 전에 아니 좀 마시고 한거 손에 아니 그런 거 대화도 소소랑이 매워서 그러지 그 강도 샘비 삼노 당당 거 엄청 중국어 뜻송 그러지
And also it said that even though we all sentient beings but we always face the suffering, and that happiness we wish to have, it also destroyed by the negative emotions and so this is that's why So I will talk about the meditation.
어쨌든 직동은 곰장게 샘송으시니 샘을 듣고 장지나 직동지는 미가동소 담은 정말 소수를 공부말이나 뒤쪽지는 니마치는 뒤쪽 제가 지금 다 같이 모으지는 뭐 시치는 대랑 님만 있는 게 리카까지 슈트 된다 곰장까지 제가 뒤쪽지 된지 냄도나 약속을 좀 시치는 거 니마 시치는 니마치는 소식
Of course, we all human beings, we all busy with our life, and and then it is very important when we approach uh, the practice like meditations. It is important to make yourself disciplined, or the promising or advising yourself that I will at least maybe spend 30 minutes in your life, in every day, uh, within the 24 hours, or the in your whole life. I will try to spend at least 30 minutes a day, and that 30 minutes I will practice my meditations.
어떤 저런 거 셈랑 가지시네 다 수준이 잡지 나는 셈 잡아 경도 가르가는지 수준이 잡지는 수 착각됐다 경이 지금 인가라 지금 원 소소 셈 대시대 랑 티송라 니 비주 당긴다 당고도 거는 담자노 수수 곱샤노 잡네 자자나 근데 셈대 코디 카트들 어다 다른 것도 지금 범위가 인세디 디 카트들 소소 셈대 담보 진이 더 가지고 그랬어요.
And so what we should do, kind of like advising your mind, like talking to your mind or to yourself, that within the 24-hour, give me at least 30 minutes. And 30 minutes, I would like to independently practice whatever I wish of the practicing of the meditations, and other the hours, the out of the 30 minutes. So your mind or my mind can do anything you like, but at least 30 minutes give me a chance, so I can fulfill my wish, my very wish, which is the practicing meditations. So it is important here is the scheduling your daily life, and the once you schedule your daily life, so that's I think very good.
어디 수차가지는 수식대 총선동네 칼라사가니 이날에 잉일쿠하게 날에 담모다에 강에 있는데 작지니 근데 지금이 땅 터봐 다 맞춰지네 땅 특비 이런 거 땅금을 맞아 어디 땅에나 어디랑데 삼로고 땅데나 아니면 똑같이 랍 정말 속이 요고 속하고 롱하던 냠데 몸적 터에나 속하고 직당 얻는 거 리디 마수 잡네 리 홀로 차대요 디강라 셈데 니쿠니 남도고 차몽고 가지 셈 마수 잡네 홀로 차도 근데 리섬니 데오 이미 디카테들라 수삼로 가르던 검던 검도 연나 싸우는 셈나 삼로 용 강점 트로도 요 말. 그만 또 리트기도나 리업도나 용 말배 니쿠아 당 람선테지 대중으로 아니 셈 트기도나 샬로레가 좀 때랑 셈 카트가 트기도나 셈 디양 트규디 남도고 완도 바로 이 로고 같은 거 말때 조금 약속을
So check your your schedule. Of course, we have to do a lot of things in every day, such as your initial kind of like initial work, and also there are some things, the kind of like entertainment, for example, watching TV or sleeping or eating food and the laundry and cleaning your house and so on. But from that day and try to uh, get the 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes, and that 30 minutes is my practice time, and the which is the meditations. And the the uh, the perfect time of the meditation actually it is early morning. Is a very good because the early morning when you wake up, of course, your mind and body are very calm and very relaxed. You get a very good rest, and also your negative thoughts such as the effect or less into your mind. And otherwise, if we do the meditation practice, the practicing meditation right after the after the middle of the day, the after the some kind of work, and then your mind and your body is not enough the to get the rest and the um, if your body is tired and you feel kind of sleepy and tired, you cannot have a proper the strength. You wouldn't have enough the strength to practice meditation. Same as your mind. In the middle of the day is full of thoughts such as darkness and so on, then you wouldn't able to focus properly to your practice. So this is the it is very important the practice meditations early in the morning.
진짜 아니 수고하고 검전은 가르파이오는 수고 검전 차동 남들 남소 대랑 니마 대랑 니마 찍고 되는 거랑 샘도 약보지 진짜 샘나 샘전에 패마도나 노적미 선에 모든데 지지나 디클롱 수고하고 클롱 시침부터 땅에 뛰어가 아니지 니마 찍고 니마 들이 반로 도와게 되었지 그러지.
Mhm. The reason we choose the early morning because the early morning is beginning of your day before you start any kind of activity, and so before you start or begin your activity in the morning, and of course you will practice meditation and so on, and that and in the morning you will uh, uh, kind of like pledge yourself that today I will spend my day in the best way uh, to help sentient beings. And if I cannot help sentient being, at least I should not hurt anyone. So that kind of motivations, that kind of pledge you make in beginning of the day, and so then rest of your day, the motivations and so on will be very good.
다야 라왔다 냠데 저부 치치 잡 소치치 아니지 쇼치 즈부 같이 먹었지 람성 때지네 아니 초반에 부조도 초반에 부 아니 초강라요는 때 꿀조건데 아니 지상 예근네 아니 하리 기통지는 그 급정만에 되다 사 컴퍼니 사태가 지네 카운터 럭바 냠저이나 럭바 우무 카운터 지잖아 어떻게 지네 아니 같이 그때 게 어디 당모지고 같이 당모 지나 하는 거죠 지금 짜드 당모 저 농동동 유 샘나 켜버려 뜨긴자 네 같이 당모 좀 어디 딱 정보처럼 거 딱 완전히 어디 배가 썼더나 뭐 돼서 그 나한테서 그거 지내네 뭐기때 나질라다 뭐좀 나를 때 지내네 지당소 랑소 지네 지도야 돼서 간나 더 지네老板你前工地的是吧？讲 됐지. 근데 다 삼는 거지. 리그 남는 진짜 리그 내 땅들 수 있을 때 다들 뭔가
So, so when you start your, of course, at the very first, you have to take a shower and clean your tooth. It is important, but not the very important and then once you finish to have a clean to cleansing all of your body and the teeth and so on, and then you can go to your the meditation spot, the where you have all the altar or where you do mostly your spend your meditation time, where you can set up the offering. And once you set up the offering, so then you can either you can sit on the chair or you can sit on the cushions, depending on your health and so on. So when you sit on the meditative cushions or the chair, and then you can cross your leg, or if you're sitting on the chair, that's fine. And you can either make the meditations, the hand mudra, or you can, if it is not comfortable, you can just place your hand on the knee, and that's also fine. Just make yourself comfortable. But most important is the back is should be straight. Your back spinal should be straight. They're saying once your body is straight, and then your nerve will straight. Once your nerve straight, and then you will have a straight, nice, smooth wind, and go up and down nicely and smoothly. And once you have once you accomplish or establish that position, and then the head not too binding back nor like down. They're saying if you lean too much back, there's a risk to arise the negative pride. So that's very important to have a proper the head the positions, and not too back nor too down, just like this in the middle. And and the tongue you can touch top palate, and the hand your both shoulder a little bit the little bit straight stretch, like a vulture.
너도 지네. 근데 랍 정말 다 섬들 우라 우 가정 활동 셔다 니 파든 로 치트네 까가지네 요반니 파 로 땅니 차정 동바도 소양 이용니 파 담았음지 요반니 야고 텐델 담았음지 니가리 야 담았음지 뜨냠데 샘드 롱드 간다 로드 동보 롱드 돈이 간다지 니마 텐데 삼는 동네 저래 삼바동 차선을 뜨니 검적 그러지.
So when you establish the perfect positions as your convenient, and then you can start with the breathing asana breathing practice. So you can use your hand, your finger. So the first, you can close the
Left
left nostril. You take a long and deep breath from the right nostril. Take a long and deep breath from the right nostril in, and then close the right nostril and breathe out from the left nostril. So we'll do this 3 times. And then, second, you will close the right nostril and take a long and deep breath from the left nostril. And then once you once you finish this, then you close the left nostril and breathe all breath out from the right nostril. And you do this 3 times. Do it as slow as you can, nice and smooth. And then while you're doing that, and then you will kind of like your mind will be very calm and able to experience the equanimity.
샘도 인주네 야 진짜 롱 그냥 샘도 봐 어디 간지 진도 마 당수 마 당수 난그 롱 양바 당수 샘도 자창 마 당수 야 대수 샘 잠보 롱 잠보 야 대수 근데 삼로 당의 요걸 스타트 네거
And also important is the visualizations. Make sure your mind is with the wind or with the breath. Uh, so when you breathe in, you think of the pure. I'm taking all the pure wind uh, elements, and with the positive thought. And when you breathe out, you're thinking, I'm I'm throwing all my the impure the winds and also negative thought and so on.
어떤 상황들은 조금 적당히 니마 똑바 고문도 뭐 빠치기 지나 있고요. 그래. 정도 아다비는 돈비크인 돈바 특히 뭐 옛날에 여름 붙이고 옛날에 소소랑 일라 이 섬나 따바치사 이듬 가리는 그거도 그때나 섬나 찍바 찍섬나 있고 그렇죠. 이마 착진.
Mhm. Yeah, it will be good if you have one object doing the for the visualizations for the meditations. You can choose any kind of the object, whatever you like, and such as like for example Buddha, the statue or the image, or His Holiness Dalai Lama, or any kind of the object that you wish or you like.
근데 라마 또 예든 라마 성지 성심 때리고 빙인 틀라 곰지네 아니 들고 나이나 고 성지 지스 때비 파윤지 연구 그랬대 파윤지 냠대네 곰도 신이 샘니야 잡아려 그러지 나 메도도다 저 소소고 양단도 들고 마이나 신이 되벨라 디 잡아려 요고 요리나 들라지 파윤도 들리고 있기요 말았다 신이 되벨 니와도 연구를 맞도 텔레 한진이 소소로 소소도 정도들이 용도고
Mm. So the difference is not the difference. Sorry. So when you choose the object, it's really up to individual, but it is good if you choose the some kind of the noble being, such as the Buddha or any kind of noble beings, Buddha, Bodhisattva, deity, and so on. Or you can choose the whatever you like. The For example, like a piece of stone, flower, or any kind of object. But both are good in order to establish the or accomplish uh, the meditative stabilizations, samadhi. Either of them you can able to perfect them. The to You gain the meditative stabilizations, samadhi, shine. But there's no the pentala again.
성지 지스 때문에 들라
Yeah.
아주 소소
But if you visualize the Buddha and the Bodhisattva, so there are much benefits to receiving the blessing,
어떤 지 보면은
and also help to attain the Buddhahood.
곰자야 돼 뒤쪽으로 보지죠 말 곰자야 돼 뒤쪽으로 보지소나 그런 지만 없소네 곰디 시다 샘 칸이가 말이야 곰 통통 지네 샘드나 곰잡니 까마 지니가 지나 서 지네 샘나 샤르지네 니 디파로라 참 지네 마소디 자 영 삼노자 받았다 네 성지 송마로 돈바이나 성지나 좀 성지 활동 좀 돌아 번 성질의 person 잠도 좀 샘지 이게 냠대로 근데 지 돈지 어떤데 제네 아니 다 이마치 그 삼로 당당 샘장고 지당 샴바당 냥지 근데 샘바동 용지 샴바당 냥지라서 봐 근데 이거 삼로 당 욕고 그랬어요.
Um, uh, the time of the meditations is a short is very good. If you do long meditations, then you might feel bored and you might kind of quit practicing meditation. So like short is very good. Beginning with the like say 1 second, and then next time maybe 2 second, and then three, and you can extend your time. And uh, uh, once you finish your meditation, and then you can do other the practice or the praying, dedication, and so on, such as saying the prayers of the taking refuge and generating bodhicitta.
어때 저다네 성지 그 삼로 돈주 성지 그 공간에 여름 그 공간에 공주대 지금 병원 전에 원심 그런 강석 된듯이 이 맞춘 것을 연대 근데 그 시험당 양지게 더니 제인 바 된듯이 사고 sem나 샷다 가지고 그랬어.
Mhm.
파쇼도 자도 동도 성도 어떤데 저저 된듯 삼도 요 맞아. 어기랑 진짜 될라 시험 양지게 더니 뜻이 샷도 된듯이 답식 더니 샷도 된듯 삼고 그랬어.
Mhm. When you meditate on when you have objects, meditating objects such as His Holiness Dalai Lama, you shouldn't uh, consider as a just merely the piece of statue or the just a piece of paper or the image, but rather you can think of the he or she is mm, presently in on and which is the manifestation of the compassions and the loving kindness.
어떻게 삼동네 근데 근데 고민나 아니 그런 샘낭 앞에 좋아로진 들리진 여러분들은 대란 받수지 같이 내나 개용 여러분 검소나네 좀 생각하냐 뭐 당보까지서 오금 영지 야고리는 뒤수 통통통통 지고리 어떻게 지고리 뒤 통하지네 정마 야고리 당보 통마 좀 되나
So when you do that, when you used to and whenever you start, and it will easily arise in your meditations practice, and so you will eventually you will have a joy fullness. You will have a joy toward your practice. And once you have a joyfulness, and then no matter how long you practice meditations, and it wouldn't cause any problems, any obstacle will arise. So that's why uh, at the beginning is to do short, and as you use to that practice, and then you can extend, because you will experience the joyfulness toward your practice, and calm and so on. And uh, here is here is saying that uh, 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 the 도수 통통치라고 하게.
그때 들다 저네 싸우 담부지 공고스
음.
싸우 삼나 샤규도 삼나 싸우 사정진에 근데 요함에 담부지 니도 그 가마치 이런데 뜻지 터야나 요거를 아주 셈 요도한테 상 고병도 로고를 셈 머스와 저한테 상용으로 그러지
통도 연주네. Um, Gishila was saying that it is important uh, to have a short meditation time, and but no matter how long and how short you do your practice, make sure you have the clarity and the firmness of the meditations. Meditative objects. Make sure you have a meditative object or the meditations, the clear and the firm. And once you have a firm and clear, that means you are free from the two obstacles, which is the excitement and the lethargy. And the excitement is usually caused by the drowsiness or sleepiness, and the lethargy is usually cause that you will lose the meditative objects. So once these two obstacles comes, you either lose the meditative object, or you will feel sleepy and drowsiness. And then your meditation wouldn't be as clear as you wish.
땡사다 곰장서 땡긴 이 땡긴 낭게 땡긴 이 창고거래 치팅게데 칠로텔라 자시타베 바 무슨 요치고 그러지 낭게 땡긴 소소 셈낭나 감슴으로 저다 대랑 쇼즈리고 셈낭 감정으로 다 차당 길로 쇼메와진 셈토로 제네 도바정 처시와진데 다지 일 탐지 참 바지네 다어 드리지고 그러지 까마 이런데 셈낭 드리 통고르지
And two things are very important during the meditations, uh, which are the two requirements: outer requirements and inner requirements. The outer requirements is of course the place and the environment should be quite the peaceful place, but the inner and also inner and also should be uh, the free from the negative thoughts, such as attachments and so on.
드리지 지네 곰 좋아했나 따때 곰 좋아랑 알아서 곰랍 곰 저봐라 곰 드리 곰 잡으셔 곰 잡는다 파트 줘 봐소네 다 레로세 띵 거스 레로데 그런 저런 거 주지고
Nobody knows.
다때라네 거치 그러죠 지문지 그런데
So, so this is the preparations for the meditations. But today, I really want to tell you about what is the one of the most the obstacles of the meditation, which is the laziness. So laziness is the one of the obstacles of the meditations.
비즈니스도 좀곰 잡지고 말 도중지 와 샤워 강시 정보가 샤워 강시 지나 데라 파트 줘 봐지리세
Mhm. Laziness is not only hindering in your meditation practice, but it's also cause the problem in whether you studying or any kind of activities. When you have a laziness, then it will cause the lot of hindrance in your life.
어떻다 레지니스세 그런 파고 샤게 용수 딜레 만다와 남바도 섬이 문제니 콜라 아주 같이 그러지
So there are, if we categorize the laziness, there are three kind of laziness.
당보대 아니 다 길길이 로그지 당으로 내가 지고 따고도 내가 다 지겠다 지고다 나 대랑다 와마서도 상인 지고다 상인 나인 달로다 와서 지마선다 들지 파 시슈지니 바 야블로 자도 되지리지
And uh, one of the laziness is the what we call the laziness of procrastinations. Uh, and so this is the one of the laziness that which cause the lot of problems in our life. And for example, we might aim, or we might have a schedule, or might have a schedule that we want to do things and chore and activity in certain time, but we always the postponed that activities and the study and so on. We might say, "Oh, I will do it tomorrow." When it comes tomorrow, then okay, maybe next week or maybe next month, or how about maybe next year's good year, and so we'll keep the posting that very job.
어찌네 시수지네 뜻이래 근데 니와 텔레로테 가르나 샤왕한 신기레로네 너 내가 지다 지고 다 텔레트나 나타나 같이 뭐 가시고 또 차송나도 제기세네 다 샤왕한 신기레 샤바 내가 잠바들라 뭐 거지네 소소 뭐일 좀
And the second, the laziness we call the laziness of clinging to unwholesome actions, or the laziness of attaching to unwholesome activity or actions. So this laziness is we are doing something, yeah, the avoiding the main the job, and but we are going toward the things are unwholesome activities.
다 레진 스마트 득쇼들다 니 투고 말에 니 용 말에 스타고 준이 샤와들 꼬마 창들 소소랑이 니위레도 서랑그랑이라 통정도지 아 대단 니와고 말했어 나 대대 좀 말했어 대대
And the third, the laziness is the one of the worst laziness. We call the laziness of discouragement. The discouragement is the one of the worst laziness, and because we discouraging ourselves that, oh, I cannot do this, this is beyond my understanding, or so on and so on.
어디 저달 디스무 등이든지 등이든지 터나다 디가티나 원트만 로지 땅 아주 뭐지 그런데 추추 이마치거나 수익 잡지 있는 게 어찌 랑나 추추 지금 랑나 추추 제가 어떻게 네월도 저런 거에 내로성고 장다 마송어지네 될 맞추지 더이나 이마 딱과 지더이나 네 그런 로 공편으로 쇼지 뭐 세즈네 들이 야치고지는 미 생각나네 아 됐다 와가 말했어 됐어 뭐 좀 이마 찍거나 추수 제가 지금 semgui kanyen gar ima chiga na chiga da 그런 당부지 난 리그세 sem나까지 진짜 sem지 돌 초절하고 된자 디 초절하고 요다 그런 단전진네 되다 같이 있는 이마 찍는 거 제가 담부 진행 검도 라오 치바지네 잡을 sem지 땅 이선비군 호어몬도 자성 요아지 지터나 아니 다 맞지 찍는 거 돈동다 봐 차요 니 맞지 찍는 이마 찍고도 는 돈동다 봐 천안 맞지 찍는 이마 리진네 아니 맞지 찍 돈동다 봐 차다 보르세
Uh, so once we recognize these three laziness, and by recognizing these three laziness, then what we should do, try to not let them this laziness dominate your mind, which cause the tremendous the problems and the obstacles in your life, which you're not able to the fulfill or accomplish your wish or your aim and so on. So this is very important. Without uh, letting these three laziness dominate or controlling your mind, and we should always full of effort, we should approach to our daily the practice or daily activities, and whatever the aim or the dream you have. Like when we try to schedule our life, or when we think of practice of our life, we we might think, oh, can I get a pencil? We shouldn't think the whole life. When we think of the practice of my life, we think of whole life. That's too big. You don't need to think of whole your life, but rather instead of focusing your whole life, but just focus on the present life. And on very day, you should, as I mentioned before, uh, please give me 30 minutes or the certain the hour or minutes where I can spend my most precious the time and the practice, and in order to calm and free from this all the laziness and obstacles and negative and so on. And then once you do that, then when you accomplish that kind of certain day, and of course after a while you can cover this kind of
It's
activities
11 o'clock.
every, month and whole year. Eventually, step by step, you will able to cover whole your life. And also at the end of the day, the then you can do dedications or prayers, um, the such as generating the bodhicitta, refuge, and so on.
그래서 때 당부 성기 공부는 여름 공부는 범지들 가만 더 샘나 범세에 특정 소수 당부 삼로 동사 샘나 사우 하고 하지 하고 송도 하고 유도 샘나 맞을라 진짜 삼당다 범세 걸세
Uh, During the meditations, as I mentioned before, you can meditate on any kind of object, such as the His Holiness Dalai Lama, and any kind of the meditative object. And when you practice meditations, you have to first you have to comprehend the mind or the practice or the visualization. And so once you comprehend this process, and then you the next the step is the uh, the to be able to hold that very process for the certain period of time or as long as you can without losing that process.
어때서다 다 성좀된 공부에는 성좀된 연된 탐지 수삼을 담아지고 때문에 여름 보시는 거라고 당에서 현재 송팅 거라고 계정 셈나 술바는 주었다 말로는 때 여름 시고 봐야 시다가 간 공부에는 성 여름 시 그냥 그님들 자동 샤라지네 그래서 그 특히 연된데 양지 신부 장한테 지로 연된 탐지에 셈바지네 때 그정 송득 탐지 셈나 샤라지네 어떨 때는 저완로 루조 때텔라 가와 셈비께는 다바리 다비께는 논에네 텔라 점바지 디 연든 등이기라 토고인데 선이 삼로도 당소 디 톱니 가르치긴다 디 양지게 장한테 제네지 심지 탐지라 판토지 용 전에 데 삼돈에다 상지치 당소 중 성지월도 다 무슨 지에서 로라 판지 성진도 부쇼 그런 뜻 살섬 또 나한테 죽었을 때 내와던 데 있던 뜻 살섬 또 뒤죽고 만들지 분이 와지 당나다 니마치 그 수책이랑 데라 아니 자동을 담보배 나고 딘드네 잠도 동sem지 신럽시 드네 데라 과범 자동 진지디로 드네 경험을 간다 거라고나 어떠세 마 가나나 어찌네 내가 강치네 고츠 무슨 소리 그랬어요
하고 이
어떤 가르고구나
진짜 어떤가. Um, so when you practice meditations, when you choose the meditative object, and such as Buddha or the His Holiness Dalai Lama and any kind of objects, and it is very important during the visualizations think or the remember of the his or her kindness or his or her the valuable the knowledge. For me, I usually meditate or visualize the His Holiness Dalai Lama, and when I visualize the His Holiness Dalai Lama, I always think of course, first I will remember his kindness, and then I will think of his the knowledge, the very knowledge or blessing of the body, speech, and mind, which is the great manifestation of the compassions and loving kindness and so on. And mm, and then once I visualize this, and then I kind of like think that now I receive this all the blessing to me. Now I will uh, uh, have that kind of great compassions. I will share this compassion toward the share this compassion or the blessing toward the all sentient beings. So this is what I do, and at the end, and then I will visualize the deities and bodhisattva and and the lamas and then so on, and then I will finish with the some of the prayers such as the generating bodhicitta and foundations, prayers, and the mandala, and so on. For example, may all sentient beings enjoy happiness and causes. May all sentient beings free from suffering and causes. May all sentient beings never be separated from joyful bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias and attachment, anger, and other prayers, the generating bodhicitta, and at the end, I will say the mandala offering and dedicate my merit. And then, once I finish, I feel very joy, happy, and very calm. And then I will spend the rest of my day carry that kind of motivations, carry that kind of joyfulness and happiness.
어디 다들 사당하고 대롱 되는 지금 원 자가 그 럼바 시에 대정하라고 getting lokpa zamkin na ba thangla phangiram ni joji chibon ta ga chi she ne rang she de ni langlin chiga ma to na phan to yo mar o man de la phangir man de la phangir jin man de langlin chiga sa ma si na la phang marwa o ti no ji man de la phangyo na man de sa ni so so na de ta che muil ter man jangwa ti muil ti man de na de la phangyo na de phan man de la de na de ta che sim jing ne so chi te man jangwa ma to rang ka cha sheli mela phayun chi chibo mar nga no chi jang de 어서 semla 펜도가 시고 소 semde gir지 당하게 쳇데 당하고 치정고 치정한테 막 동아도 실록라 시에지니 지금 밀라지 카디오셔 되게 쳇데 정 말했어. 뭐 소소랑 이제 나로라 세무장 지정와 대용 디 니와데 실록하더니 이제 또 전화 펜도지와 띵 말하고 뭐이지나 뭐데 남바상기 치기 어쨌든 칠릭 자와로 되는 차이오르스 어때 삼동을 마도 다시 칠릭이니 지금 소소 칠릭 대신 고지 어다 델라든지 자동 제들지나다 만만스마 좀 되게 송세 또 자고를 때 전에 진행가 말이지.
Uh, so it is, uh, but so here it is the one of the importance of the advice by the great master Shantideva. The verse actually he mentions Geshe-la just mentioned about that very that important verse. He's saying that Geshe-la said, uh, if you you approach to a doctor, and then you receive all the advices, including prescriptions, but when you go back, if you don't follow the advice that whatever the doctor give to you, and also you don't take the prescriptions and so on, then of course you wouldn't able to cure your disease or your illness, and you wouldn't get back your health again ever. Same as the like I when I talk, when I share the knowledge to you, if we just listen or just talk, and keep talking, and it wouldn't help unless you implement that practice in your daily life. So that's very important. Whatever you receive the knowledge, you should implement that very practice into your daily life. Then you will see the result in your life. Otherwise, it will be same as the receiving or taking the prescription and advices from the doctor, and then you are not doing whatever he or she said, and then you wouldn't able to cure. Same as you wouldn't able to cure, you wouldn't able to succeed your practice. And so when you receive the knowledge, dharma or any kind of knowledge, this is not just when you studying the dharma. Not you shouldn't have a kind of motivation that, oh, I'm collecting this old dharma from the master or the teacher, and then later, once I know, I will go out and share and uh, show off to other people, kind of show off, like maybe just sharing, just telling other people that you have a wonderful knowledge in order to become a leader or so on. And but rather, what motivation is the not just once I receive that knowledge and I go and I talk to other people, and kind of the but rather what we should do, like what motivation we should have, that I will how I can change my mind and how I can tame my mind. And once you tame and change your mind, and then you can go out and share the result or experience that you receive through the practice or through the learning. uh, uh, so this, I think, is very important. Otherwise, nowadays, the we all the use that very knowledge or the religions, and go out and to have a strong kind of the pride and toward the one's knowledge, one's religions, and just showing off other people, or the motivation is only just to me them to see me as a great leader, or the converting and so on. So that's not useful. So that very knowledge will become a poisons. Like if you don't use that medicine will be waste, right? The time and medicine and everything will be waste. Same as the knowledge you receive. If you use them out of bad motivations, then your very activities and knowledge will be poisoned. And so that poison, if you have a poison, then if you share the poison, of course the result will be not good.
된서 땅아도 질릭세야 돼. 샘 도르시 바동 리히트 자와지레스. 된차 샘 낭이 버마 도저 질릭 같이 질릭 근데 신즈 비용네네 직접 바동네 이제 다 질릭 소소 만다와 이제 다 이시세는 같이 세는 넘바세 되게 차치죠. 넘바 넘스니양 리릭 바냐마 사차세. 들이 저바테 잔이 요거 말해. 소소랑 강한 냠스 정도 냠스 정도 될 수소소 될 티와지 삼바지 곰바지 될 용화 토토바이나 다때 캡상되지. 기타 질리세 사마지 bar konstana kogu jana tadri da ore na lo yo na te soba jamla yo marse.
So religions, what is the religions? The very purpose of the religion is the benefit all sentient beings, not just making separations or the creating the hatreds, jealousy, and so on. But religions very meant for the religions is the to benefit, bring the happiness, and and uh, uh, and the controlling or the taming the mind. So this is the purpose of the religions, and uh, no matter whatever religions you are, you just respect all the religions and do your best to accomplish your dream, your aim from your religions, and rather using the religions and then making creating the hatred and the separation. So that's not good. And the same is within the Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhisms, whatever sect, whatever school you are following, it really doesn't matter. Giluk school or Nyingma, Kaju, Sakya, whatever the sect or the school you are following, you just follow the whatever advice, the great advice, and keep their knowledge into your mind. You should not have to do like other school and sects are not the not good and bad, and you shouldn't have to create the controversial. So this is very important. So the what I'm trying to say is here, religions or the any kind of Buddhist school is like it's like a food, it's like a food. Food is, of course, is meant to fulfill our belly, right? And but doesn't means that food will be perfect and um, suit to everyone. If that food is suit and very delicious to me, doesn't mean that food will be suit and delicious to other. So we have to try different kind of food, and then whatever is suit to you, whatever is makes you happy and delicious and makes your belly happy, then go ahead and take that food. You don't have to say bad thing about other foods. So this is what I'm trying to say. Any questions?
There are wrong in way.
Today you have a free freedom, you have a fully freedom to ask any questions. Turn on your voice. Yeah, Stacy. Oh, 1 minute. Sorry. Okay. Hello? Yeah.
Hello?
Yes. Now you can.
Okay, I have two questions that have to do with meditation. One of them is personal. When I get up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee before I do a meditation to wake up. And then I'll admit, I know, I sometimes sit in front of the TV for a minute. And then I go do my practice. So is that okay? Or should I just go right up and do my practice? And then my second question is, sometimes your mind is restless. Can't help it. Mind is restless. And even if the focus is on His holiness, would it be okay to say the Chinring Sing mantra? To say a mantra in your meditation? Because sometimes, your mind's like...
모디 티원이요, 니 티원 찍딘 코랑 모랑 게르기 다지 니 티와도 다 게르랑 흘러온다. 이게 예를 들어도 디 티와디 디르샤 모랑 슈게야 랑도 사마니 카드위나 슈게야 랑와단 뭐차 디 커피 동기요. 아니 커피 동와다 참참 커피 동쇼라니 뭐디 슈게다 디 산주는 다기서라. 산준다 아니 커피 동산신이 모랑 야 도셔니 냠니 콤도 잡디 치기요스 디 치나 디기요레 야메나 다 근데 차네 마통니 셔제 당고 야 라와다 다 디야도 치 콤자고레 근데 치기도 아니 니워디
때 당보 좋았던 때 제동 지나 아니 그런 거니 삼바이나 당보 야랑 냠데 시접 지잖아 거 동거 통통네 내 남성 손 초파시네 공cap 동네 되네 오늘 사이다나 야가요 마도 좀 다나 산지나야 샘튼 로에다 지때 그 뭐고 지금 아니 그런 남성 공접도 단다 산지나 지 샤도 쉘도 주도 정말 공접도 사오지네 제용지네 공접도 용고 말지
yeah. Um, for the first questions Jen asked, I think it is better if you when you wake up finish your taking bath or cleansing and all this. When you finish, maybe you can drink coffee or maybe not. It's really up to you. But before you watch TV or news, you just skip that news and watching TV. Just go straight up to your the altar and do meditations. So once your meditations and the practice finish, and then you can calm down and you can go back and watch the news otherwise if we start with the news and TV and like news a lot of things going on, it will disturb mind. So when you meditate your news will be running into your mind.
니워드 그래
니워디 참참 뭐야 랑도 섬마베 더 먼저 the 먼저 더 삼루디베 탕 체계로다 탕 체계로다 니섬 잠이로다 아니 모랑기 더 진짜도 섬마 디 미바디 야부 야부 연구민도 니 페나 야오랑 뭐지 미바로 공부나 야부 뭐연상 디 찹라니 제네시기 나쁜데 텐션은 디로와 미바이 뭐는 점점 탕치로 이공도
그런 교통지능 가도 지금 뭐야 저 데스 지금 로청년도 데스 상보 로지 데스 지금 농요사다 데스 손에 같이 당 근데 의종을라 데데 단계 컨셉 농데라 의 근데 의 섬그는 의 사냥도 파요고 지우 접지네 근데 검도 좀 망보 공 말하는 여러 뭐지 까망 세컨치 때는 검데 되게 많이 돈을 그랬어 많이 돈에 엄마는 번하면서 많이 돈도 타고 하지네 그거 말했어요.
Maybe try see it will help when you have a restless mind. You have a lack of focus on the Buddha or Dalai Lama, and then you can practice the breathing. If you can, maybe fresh air to receive that fresh air, and do a breathing practice, inhale and then exhale for a couple of times. Once you done this, and then you can try maybe once 1 minute meditate on Isong's Dalai Lama. No matter what happened, meditate on Dalai Lama for 1 minute after you finish the breathing practice, and then rest of time the mantra.
Thank you.
집통지나 쇼강하고 몸 열수 디수요는 당보 몸 요거 같은 몸때 무박질라 니마 또 무박지고 연애 거 말, 무박질라 삼통네 몸 감은 가시 접더니 그때 감다들 상태네 요거 열수다 디수요는
If anyone has have time, then it is good to begin with the focusing on the focusing on the one objects, the meditative objects.
니마 또 주바 먹었어 제전에요
It is good to every day to choose the one object rather than constant in changing the objects. To choose the one object every day, and then you can rest of the practice or rest of the time you can recite the mantra or prayers or other practice you can do as long as you have time.
자
Any questions?
설명해봐.
아.
설명해봐.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I found the mind training, like the rays of the sun, really wonderful. The book is really, really wonderful. But I can't remember how the author of the book, it's really profound, what his relation was to Lama Tsongkhapa, or maybe how he developed the insights that he developed. I just can't remember exactly who he was, and how he generated these insights.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe we could hear that again.
루주님의 오시지와 탭디 빼마시 고베 심슈나 니 빼마시 가와체 존스 디타니 그냥 고디 당어서 템도 로냐빈 치와나 디 아주지 지미바지사로 좀 긴데 답변은 다 종가바다 근데 유도와이세네 좀 긴데 다 수위나 디콜라지 이런 디시잖아요.
일단 로종님이 어쩔 때 제일 멋지게 송. 제일 멋지게 트집 신디 잡네들 싱글한테 난 샤시 샹시 공부하던 그 시작된 제일 멋지게 토마지. 그냥 가서 당연히 소음실. 어디게 좀 잡는데 잠아래는 잠아데 제일 멋지게 송치는 때 그런 거 비년 진행 그냥 거 봐. 이 토라밥지 토라밥이도 담아대 다 냅소죠. 또 근데 제일 제일 멋지라. 가지고 오는 특별시 어떤 거 좀어디 가르다
that book is actually all the one of the great the master from the garden Garden Changze monastery. And that master, he wrote he he's one of the main disciple of the Tsongkhapa. And so when Tsongkhapa giving teachings to his disciples, so that master, his name is Tongto Mare. Lordun Namkhapal, his name is Lordun Namkhapal. You can say Namkhapal. So Namkhapal, he was the main disciple, and he wrote all the note, and at the end he made this book. So anyway, if you can visualize the Namkhapal, if you want to dedicate the married Namkhapal, if not, you can still okay. You can visualize the Tsongkhapa.
So lamram
Actually, it is one of the condensed all the contained like Lamrim, the Lamrim, and all the 6 perfections that contained into this book. For me, I received these teachings from His Holiness Dalai Lama with the Lamrim teaching. Chunjuk, Buddhi Avatatara, the way of life. Any question? Moji told us. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question about discouragement, and if you have any practical tips for whether it's in daily practice or everyday life, you're doing your laundry, you're making your way through the day, or you're in the middle of practice or study. If there are any tips or antidotes or practices that help in managing discouraging thoughts.
Discouraging thought, right? 그 뭐디 배나 니머레다 내가 지나 다 내가 담에 지라다 당 상마수야로 다 돌로드야로 다 난기 차 근데 다 치투벨라기나 치위 갑라기나 사우 공도 근데 갑도 먼저디 한다디 레로지와 semla nyebi lelo la jiwa ondi mewa suya di khade chigo la
샘 레로 메어조라 당보
so
코롱텔라
you were saying like while doing this old chore how you recognize the discouraged thought or how you what do you say right you said that
It can be, these can come up during ordinary mundane activities, or sometimes they arise during practice.
oh when it arise
Self-sabotage, any kind of, sorry, my dog is barking in the background.
sabotage
Yes, my dog is sabotaging my question right now. But that's what discouraging thoughts are like. They're like these little yippy creatures that are disrupting your practice. Actually, the timing of this is great. So if you have any tips for dealing with these kinds of discouraging, distracting, sabotaging thoughts.
tamo di sadingi ki lelo di rangla nyebi lelo la jiwa dende ta kaduna ta yungdi do rangla nyebi lega khari chiwa pena nyamne ta khari chiwa na rangla nyebi lelo di kaduna yungshi ani di su lega la ani pachi chiya ta lega di lema tuya ta shawa di duma tuya ngudu dende yungdu sama dende la da gengi chi kana wada tip do lapcharo ani chi
어때 코롱코롱 레로 인예부 지요를 레로 인예부 지도 당보텔라 레로 젤ten 도바나 타파드나 코롱텔 파쇼텔 레가티지 렌탕다 하고 하지 니와텔라데 조 베파텔은 돈바고로 어때 렌탕들 지그레 때 땡알 니 지우는 그 돈바도 요나 띠짱웨니 내가 절 조디된 걸 깔리자 깔리자나 제고 레가트 지나피는 상마조나 가르 템츠니 요르즈나 수즈부터 용하던 나와지 용하던 용도 와도 팀제오딩 워때 참 하고 하지나 아니 레루트랑징도 파 냠도 때마도 샘나 바 마이 레루타 때 진짜 두고 말도 또 너무도 그거 진이 두고 말 진 로르 제발라 당보티 지고 임슨 때 지나 파윤 가라 지도 갈리가 조디진이 될 갈리디 야고요 갈리 잡나 딘 제우가 톤기 막또 참만 삼나 사오 니터이나 오늘 레로 코랑 갈리 잠도야 카고 소바로 지나네 데 그런 거 제대로 냠보시
di chiwi junsen chigo diura
다바치 그런 거 니오르 제때 다바당 담바고 다바세데 코텔 이치요 담바세데 텔 도바요 니즈 랑는 담고도 소지 텔라 카트진 좋아지고 저진 다만 리오데 그러는데 네와트다 코트 리오 판스 소바데 다 하고나 되네 레로 님부터 도고
yeah so how this laziness it will kind of arise and cause a lot of problems in our even whether it's mundane activity or spiritual activity whatever it will create a tremendous hindrance in our life and so here is the some of the antidotes of the laziness, which is the first is the faith or the belief. So once you have a faith or belief, and then you will see and you will know the very the valuable things of the things or events of the work or chore or any kind of activities. So once you know the value of the things, then you will have you will have a wish or the aspirations. So this is the second antidote. You will have aspiration. May I have that kind of the valuable the activity or knowledge and so on. So this is the second antidote. And so once you have aspiration or the wish, great wish, then eventually that you will have the great effort. So this is the third antidote. Once you have an effort, then there's no problems. You can, that effort will force you to achieve that whatever you wish in your life. So this is the third antidote. And then once you have an effort, and then at the end you will accomplish the result joyfully, and then you will always joy of the result of the whatever you achieve. So these are the antidote, such as the faith. Second is the aspiration or the wish, and third is the great effort. And once you have a great effort, then you will. The last is the joyfulness or the pliancy. So these four are the antidote of the three laziness, and usually that laziness. Whenever we do the task, whatever task we are going to do, and we always either we postpone the task, or we might do something unwholesome activity instead of finishing the main or initial work, because we don't want to do this. We don't like to doing this because of the laziness. And it is important is, as I mentioned, faith and the belief is very important. By researching, investigating the things and event, uh, uh, the what is the important of that task. And once you know that, and what is the result or the benefit of the task, so once you know this all, then you will kind of easily or willingly to take that task and the job.
Mhm.
It's good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you
I have
guys.
a quick question,
Uh-huh.
Tempa.
Oh yeah.
I just, not related to, the meditation or anything, but how's everybody doing there? Are there other monks and is everybody keeping well? And, it seems like you got a cold, but,
Yeah.
everybody's staying healthy there?
Uh-huh. The Theodore came and asked, could the someone the 우탕보 유엔 탐지 슈유스
가르치세요.
건조
양보 좀.
크리스마스
다 로사와데 아주 참비 저와당다 안단다 로 사와다다 안데 지 시디신 줄레 거서 소매 티가마 제거지 아주 칠릭칠릭라 지밀라네 가 기십레데 같이 로치세요.
Okay, thank you very much for your this beautiful thinking of us, and appreciate that. And also, yeah, and so we are at the end of the this year, 2020, and of course the new year is coming, and I would like to extend my warm respect and greeting to all the sentient beings, all the people, you guys. Wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I said before, and it is no matter what school and religions you are, we always have to show respect, and be open with other religions and other peoples. That's very important. So yeah, so I would like to extend my greeting and Merry Christmas to all of you.
Yeah.
Okay, now we will say the closing on page number 80. We will say the Lamrim prayer. rando bele sonye kadar yang wa kan she saba lo me ma re ge don ro wa nam de ya we wang bo da ji de ma zon be ce ra ga de ja be ya ji ce we ji zon be re ba gen cang lan ji zon ye ne de be ya na ni ji zon rang ge zhe zhen do be lang ge xie zhao zi wei zhao wei tang zhou wei ye me ma se xi ya wei tang ba yu rang zi ji当把人间就归马球，乔家娘们儿只为少的，娘姐全部要肉就把一。de savar se je ya ve ma shong zhen le la zhe shang qiu lan ji ren bei tang du nan ji ye la huan de shang ya wen za ba ran de zhong zhi ji lang zang zhe bei ten jian zhe xie gan jian se xie me dang me me ce ro gan de ya wei ma ba yi nam da lan dan de er ma zhi xie gang zi da ba zhou la xie zhou ce zhen zhe la zong ba de yi tu de na da de zhou xi zhao xi yang zong xiu gen chang zhe ren ji ba de zhang wei la ma ren bo xi da jie yin ge ba mi dang xiu la ga zhen qian bo guo ni ji song de ge song de jie wu zhe za de so chang zhe fen zhou ren bo jie ma jie ba ne jie zhe jie wo nian ba mi ber yang gong ne gong de bei wei xiong gang ren re wei gu wei xiang gang de pan dang de wa ma lin zhong wei ni xian ri zi wang dan zhen yang zu yi xie bei sen de ba de dan yi ji jia ba ba wu jie de jian ba dang gen de zang wu de yang de jian de da gen ji ji si da lo zhang
yewa de to tamje rabde ngo shabe yawa tamje je ngo kanglan chode ngaba de dajen yewe sawan de ganja sambo choshe rabde ngo warje ande jone tamba darshan ye tenzen jewo tamje kangkan zan de chen kanla de shir jongwe ne sanje tamba tando je je zero kanda jawa tsongka we tanjo shi yin nge se zabe de yawe ngabe langsan de nye kache zayang doba manjaro je.